Good evening, fellas, or good morning, whatever. I just thought I would do no, that is, no, whatever. Sorry, it's been a long day. So I'd do a bit of an update video, really, because the last thing I posted would have been the Belgian thingy grain to glass. It's kind of been done now in terms of it was done a while ago, really. And I've not really released much actual content for a little while, probably so. Or done anything regular to keep the videos coming. I apologise. Took on a load more duties at work. So I just come home and I'm a bit like, ugh. And plus some just crap stuff on the brewing front, really. Well, one thing, I had an infection. The beer had an infection, not me. I did a Cooper's kit, modded it with some Centennial Columbus, the last I had of those hops. Dumped it onto some reused yeast, some rescued yeast from another batch, and it turned sour. Yeah. The plus side of it is, because I did it for the pressure barrel, I think the plus side of it is I gained a sour out of it. I don't know, did I? So I drank a few pints of it and then determined it was awful and chucked it. But I bottle conditioned a couple. And I had one of the bottle conditioned ones. And it was all right, in a weird way, in a funky kind of, weird way. So that's sort of just being left, and I'll drink it whenever. So I might condition it for a while and see what happens. What have we been doing since then? Yeah, so I kind of panicked about that and just thought, oh, for God's sake, this really sucks. So I did a Vienna lager, which, I say Vienna lager. The idea was to do a Vienna lager, and it's turned into more like a Vienna ale with lager yeast. I don't know, I just don't think it's nowhere near true to style. The colour's probably alright. It's like a red Vienna lager style in terms of colour, but hops and a lot of other shit. No. It's certainly not a green bill. Just because that's what I wanted. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. And here you go. If you can see that, it's been in the fridge, and I'm actually swearing at you right now. That's not good, is it? So you know what? It's been a week. This is why when the wife tidied up, I don't know how it is. It was in the right place, just under a load of other stuff. Ooh, cracking hiss. Oh my God, are we going to get like a great smoke off that? So, yeah, what did I use in this? Carapils, so no, Vienna, I think obviously malt extract, just because, look at that beauty. Sorry, that's pretty much crystal clear already. You can't see the thumbs up, that's a bit adventurous. It's a lovely colour. It's quite dark red, actually. Dark red? Is it an amber readiness? It's still really young because it's had quite a heavy aroma hop and dry hop. But I think, what did I use for that? I really ought to check my recipes out. My recipes, I have no idea what I've done. It's why I make notes and stuff, but I just don't look at them because I'm a muppet. There's a trickle of carbonation, but that's only because it's been conditioned for a week and then stuck in the fridge for a day. So I'm assuming it would be better. But I want to try it. So I'm just waffling, aren't I? So I've done that. I'm not going to talk about the grain bill or anything. I'll probably do that in an actual tasting video later. You've probably seen me talking about it for God knows how long anyway. Ooh. Oh dear. I can't wait to see how this turns out, actually. I'm getting a bit of a dryness from the lager yeast, but nothing much. It's a really confusing flavour, I think. I don't know if that's going to be a goer or not. I think that'd do amazing as an ale. Whether it suits lager yeast or not, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so what have I done after that? I've done a Hobgoblin clone, which I've already tried a sneaky drop of. The brew day, I haven't done any brew day footage for a while, just because I'm kind of getting my system. I haven't got a system yet, which I think I'm figuring out. I need to make sure if I'm doing a full batch, the grain bill needs to be as low as possible, which sounds really Irish. Sorry if you're Irish. I don't know, I can't think of a better word. It seems really... I can't use another word now because everyone will think I'm describing the Irish as whatever. No offence to the Irish. I love the Irish. Your stouts are amazing. Whatever. I'm just digging a bigger hole. Yeah, just not to sound like I'm sort of backtracking on myself. It's I've got a limitation on my pot that I use. So my mash is limited, the amount I boil is limited, and then cooling it down, because I don't have any kind of a chiller, it's all done in the sink here, and it's a ball ache. It's a friggin' ball ache. And I haven't really got a decent strainer or anything, so like when I take the bag out of the mash, of the pot to, sparge and stuff, it's getting to the point now where I'm getting really pissed off with it, which means it's time to move on a bit and not just let it annoy me so much. So the idea is to get a few bits and bobs. You need to get one of those like nice long strainers from IKEA, I think it is, and you just pull the arms out. That's the problem I'm having. I do it normally in my 3-gallon bucket, let it drain, and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to always be heating up the rest of the wort that's in the pot whilst I'm doing that, and then do a bit of a sparge in the bucket and then chuck everything in, and it should help just bring the time around a little quicker, so to boiling point. That brew day for the Hobgoblin didn't go very well, just because of the whole strainer thing. It kept falling in, beer went flying everywhere. I got covered, I got burnt a couple of times because I was numpty. Well, not burnt, but it wasn't even hot, was it? Why did I say burnt? I just got splashed a lot and it sucked because they're wasting beer. And then the mother of all annoying problems, which in hindsight I should have figured this out, is hop break. Fine, settled down, ready to add the hops for the 60-minute addition. Forgot that boil over can occur again. And boil over freaking did. And this is going to be the issue, not the issue with the beer, because I think it's alright, because I've tried one and it seems nice, is that all the hops went everywhere. All the hops just literally just foamed up all over the stove. I was collecting hops and malt matter and stuff. Just, ugh. Fuck. Yeah. So I kind of just chucked a few more hops in of each. I didn't weigh them or anything. I was just that'll do. I was really pissed off about the brew day, but I hit all my numbers. I did everything really well, I think. And I was going to say, I was sort of thinking then to say it was a partial mash. It wasn't. It was an all grain, but I pushed the grain limit to its max to get the ABV and everything like that. And I think, to be honest, considering everything that happened and how badly I felt the brew day went, the outcome is cracking, because no word of a lie. I mean, you think that's clear-ish. I mean, as soon as I went to bottle, into the bottles, I learnt my lesson not to be greedy and kept the siphon way off the trub. Perfect. Crystal clear in the bottling bucket. Still enough yeast left around, obviously, to carb up. You know, it's only been about 4 or 5 days now in the bottle, probably 4 days in the bottle, and it's solid as oat, so I'm happy. Excuse me. And then what else have I got? Got a kit on, a double kit, a 2-can kit. Leftover remnants from what Red Dog Brewer gave me. So obviously one of the kits he gave me got infected. The other kit I haven't mentioned, but I've just done a kit in kilo, chucked it in a pressure barrel. Incidentally, I'm not doing kits for a while. Not like that. I've moved away from kits like that for a reason. It's all right to bulk up supplies and stuff. Oh boy, that's nice. And yeah, it's just done. It served a purpose, but no, not again, not for a while. But I've done. So those are the 2 kits, and then I've got another kit. Those 2 were sparkling ale. This one was a real ale kit, and I matched it. Put it with a Brew IPA kit by Cooper's again, and shoved in a load of malt extract, some steeping grains, and what else? And then a load of Monroe, Citra, Galaxy, and I think a bit of Equinox. I think I just chucked it in. Like a super hoppy IPA Belgian Saison, because I used Saison yeast. No idea how it's going to turn out. Could be crap. But, you know, I think it should be about 6.7-ish%, something like that. Yeah. Look at that. There's still like a remnants of some kind of head on there, look. So I think there's, obviously I said I haven't talked about it much. I'll probably do a bit of a review on it later, but that's a week in a bottle, but it is highly carbed. I don't know whether I've done right with this or not, but it was a bit of a, you know, see what happens. So that's it, really. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all having a fantastic time. And yeah. How am I going to sign this off? What am I going to say? I'm going to say that I'm actually going on holiday in like 4 weeks-ish. Now, I've got one more brew day planned, which I might do some footage of, might not. Just because I don't get paid for another 2 weeks. So then to get an order from wherever to come back here to then brew up, to then bottle, whilst preparing to go on holiday for 2 weeks is not something I really, really want to do right now. I don't want that hassle. So I've got a load of grain in. I've got some malt extract in. I'm going to do about a 20 litre batch. Should hopefully come out about, 18 litre batch. Should come out about 5.3, something like that. So I'm intending to do like a brown ale, I think. Maybe it's more like a browny ale stouty thing, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, because it's going to be my first time using roasted barley. I've been chatting to a couple of guys who've said keep it like way low, but just adds a bit of sweetness and stuff, so cool. I'm brewing a lot of stuff like that because I like chocolate malt. I really love chocolate malt. It's amazing. It's like my favourite malt at the minute. Woo-hoo. I've waffled for way too long. I'm so sorry. But yeah, and then obviously once I come back off holiday, the whole YouTube editor is being scrapped apparently at the end of September. This sucks! So, but as it happens, I think me and the wife are getting a laptop and a better camera as well. So, because when we go on holiday, she wants to vlog the holidays. I don't know. I think it's just piggybacking off me, to be honest. Because I'm so successful on YouTube. Anyway, kept you long enough. 15 minutes. It's supposed to be a quick update, and yeah, nice to see you all. Hope you all enjoy it. Hope you enjoy my content, obviously, because otherwise, what's the point in doing it? But it's nice to come home from work, and I think Hapless Ginger Brew said like last week or something. He said it's nice to come home and talk, and just somebody can just listen to you and just talk and ramble. Because I talk about beer and stuff at work, and no one is interested. They'll happily drink it, but they don't want to know about it. And I can cut, my wife tries to understand, but she doesn't, because it's just beer geekery, and she doesn't care. She likes Disney. That's it. Period. Disney and dogs. That'll do her. But, who can blame her? But yeah, it's nice to come home and chat to you, and hopefully you like it, and hopefully give a thumbs up, and you subscribe, and you do, give me pointers and tell me to fuck off and shut up. So on that note, laters. Have a good day, fellas.